Well, I guess I'm here now. Well, I guess I'm here now. Hello, greater internet. This is Doctor Who of the BPL. Greater internet. This is Doctor Who of the BPL. Greater internet. This is Doctor Who of the BPL. Greater internet. This is Doctor Who today. 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 Greater internet. This is Doctor Who. Desktop audio. Okay. Well, hello, channel. All right. So, today, if reading is beyond you, I will talk at you and say that today I am going to be making Irish stew and soda bread because reasons and fuck you. I shouldn't swear, I'm sorry. Due to the magic of television, I have prepared some ingredients ahead of time, but the rest we can prepare in real time, so we can have some fun with it. I've got my stuff prepared in my fridge, which is just behind the magic wall. So, today I will be starting with the Irish stew, which I got a recipe from Tasting History channel. It's an Irish stew inspired by a recipe from the 1900s from a Gaelic cookbook. It's literally just potatoes, meat, and onions, and salt and pepper. Simple as can be. So, I already have some potatoes. I got some we can chop live, because that's fun. And I got a bowl of potatoes. The recipe calls for about 12 potatoes. Not really big, huge potatoes. If you do have big, huge potatoes, you can use less than 12. So it's like big old baking potatoes, probably about that big. Let me see if I can't get this close up. There we go. Yeah, that works. Get my my fancy knife and just give it a kind of rough chop. I chop my potatoes in half again, and then just chop, 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 choppity chop chop. Potatoes are good. I love potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. All that jazz. It's all really fun. So just give it a chop, add it to the bowl. Yay. Now for the fun part, that needs to go over there. Got some onions. Going to attempt one of my favorite ways to cut an onion, which is the fancy way. You don't cut all the way through. You just kind of leave a little bit down at the end. Also, I kind of keep my knuckles like that to prevent myself from losing fingers. So I just cut about 3/4 of the way through. Then you just cross it. And then it gets really difficult because now it's all loose, but once you do that, just choppy chop chop. And then you're left with the stuff at the bottom. You just do your best. This is a stew, so stuff is just going to be used as it goes. What the heckers is going on? I'm sorry. What meat am I going to use? What meat am I going to use? So the meat used in this stew is going to be lamb or mutton. I got some lamb, and I tried as my best to find Irish bacon, but that is rather difficult to find if you are not in Ireland. So trying to find back bacon, can't find that. So basic equivalency is Canadian bacon. So it's going to be lamb and Canadian bacon, which I have in this bag. No, I have not seen the movie Chef. It's all lamb and mutton is, yes, it's a kind of traditional Irish meat because the Irish were typically very persecuted by the British, and they said, hey, you can't afford the cows that you're raising. So they were left with the less desirable meats, such as lamb and mutton, because it's all that they could afford. Also, so this recipe will have not a lot of meat. The video that I watched only had about a 1/4 pound of bacon. I'm using a 1/2 pound because that's what I got from the butcher. Because again, it's not, they didn't have a lot of money because people didn't like the Irish back then, which is such a shame. And I wish, history's bad. History's bad sometimes. Wait, cooking on the BPL? Yes, I do. I was cooking in the super secret Discord, and at the meetup at Location Redacted, and several members said, "Hey, cook on stream." Tasting history with Max Miller? Yes, the Irish stew recipe. We have a cooking club in the Discord, and that was one of the recipes from a year and a half ago, and I just fell in love with it. Came back, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna make it some. So I got the bacon all cut up. That's in a dish. Yeah, a lot of his unfortunate. That is bad meat. Well, I gotta go out and get some meat. That was unfortunate. Be back soon, unfortunately. It'll be fine. I'll be back. Shows me what I know about stuff. Alright, I'll be back.